Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Before we get started, make sure you have liked this video, you subscribe to our channel, and you hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time we have a new video coming up. So today, I'm going to be reviewing, although it's a little bit late, so sorry, I was out of town, had to come back, get everything together, but we still just have to wrap up and talk about the reunion of Love is Blind Season 8. So let's just, as always, get the easy stuff out of the way. Daniel, Taylor, doing great, looking great, very tan. A lot of these women's makeup this time, very tan. Let's just stay there. But they're doing wonderful. Families all meshing very well. He mentioned something about his mom having cancer at one point, but she's cancer free. So whoop whoop. Congratulations with that. I hope her surgery goes well. Like he's gonna see this. Anyway, they're doing good, looking good, funny pictures. Happy for Taylor and Daniel. All right, next up we have Devin and Virginia. Now again, this is one of the couples that I feel like they didn't show a lot of things, and maybe not because of producers with this one. I think Devin wanted a lot of things to be secretive, but I think it comes just down to their core values not aligning. Even though she felt that she got there emotionally with him, she just felt like they had really important values that weren't lined up, and they didn't explicitly say what Devin's values were, but she made sure to say what her values are. I think there was also some mention of like maybe he was being secretive about some money. She don't know what happened to the money, and also about this ex-girlfriend of his that's like a friend that's still around that wrote a letter, yada yada. I don't know. At first I was like, well, if you knew this was his ex and then you read this letter, it didn't seem like the letter was like, I want you to be with me and leave her. I want to know what the letter said, honestly. But issues with that. They also had some issues with, a lot of people actually did, with like ghosting. So people just stopped talking to the other person. And it seems like Virginia tried to reach out to Devin and he didn't respond, but then he started to tell other people that she was ghosting him. I don't know, but they didn't work out. You can tell Virginia, and I feel like this for all the women, have a little bit of like attitude and a little spice with them. And I can't really tell how Devin feels. He just kept saying, I think you're a wonderful person and blah, blah, blah. But I don't really know like what he's feeling. Like he looked really hurt on the wedding day. So I don't know what his feelings are now, but that's what's new with Devin and Virginia. All right, now we have Ben and Sarah. I never thought Ben and Sarah were going to make it. And honestly, this whole activism part of her life, like, I knew it was a big deal in the pod. So I don't really know why she said yes. Like, maybe she had to see it in front of her face and realize, I'm not going to change this man. Like, one, you shouldn't be trying to change him. And two, it's a couple of weeks before you have to get married. He's not going to go from just being privileged and not caring about it to being on the picket line with you in 3 weeks. That wasn't going to happen. And he essentially said that like my privilege has afforded me the opportunity or the privilege of like not being able to care about these things. He is a cisgender white male. So he don't have to worry about any of this stuff. And he's clearly privileged and he recognized it. But he's not going to be out on the picket line with you in 3 weeks. So I don't know. That's besides the point, because it seemed like they decided that they were going to try to make things work. She was going to Nashville. He works remote. He was going to go with her. And I guess they got in an argument Friday night that he interpreted as, we're breaking up. She did not interpret that way. She went to Nashville and he followed her on everything, find a friend, all of that stuff, and then sent some apology that didn't really mean nothing. And I'm guessing she just didn't respond because she was upset. And then after that, he was like, well, I mean, once you break up with somebody, this is what I do for my own process. And so I'm like, y'all just stop talking after that. So we got a whole like another situation of who ghosted who. I don't know. It seemed like he got caught up in some different little lies, and for her it just like validated what the woman on TikTok said about him. So I don't know. Now I'm wondering if that was more than just some random woman that he went on a date with and then he ghosted her randomly, because I don't know. Maybe ghosting isn't the right word. More of like some miscommunication between people. But yeah, that's what's going on with Ben and Sarah. Sarah seems very much still like upset by things. And Ben is just like, I don't think he liked being talked about, but he just Ben. Okay, and my favorite couple that didn't make it, Joey and Monica. So, I don't know. While I was watching, I think because they got along so well, and it appeared that they got along so well, I didn't see the same things. Like when Monica was talking about watching the season back and like how hurt she was, I'm like, girl, I didn't see none of that. But essentially, she just feels like she was friend zoned the entire time by Joey, and Joey admitted that that connection, that like romantic connection, he didn't necessarily feel. He attributed some of it to his sister and like not being accepted and things like that. But Monica was not feeling that. She was dead set on like, this man was not into me. And I hate that for them. I don't know. I just really wish they could have worked it out or figured something out with one another. But I mean, if you're not into her like that, then you're not into her like that. I wonder how much conversation there was surrounding it, like in the season, that we missed, because we missed a lot, obviously. But I wish I could have seen a lot more. There was also this other thing where Monica was told that Madison slid in Joey's DMs, and then they confront him about it, and then Joey's saying, I never said it happened. I just feel like Madison is messy. Like, she keeps somehow like weaseling her way out of not looking messy. But ma'am, how are you in everybody else's relationship? I don't know. Anyway, there was a lot of back and forth. He said, she said, whatever. I think they think highly of one another, and I guess that's great that they can come out of that and still feel that way. She just feels like he wasn't a good romantic partner for her, and I hate that for them. But hopefully they can find love, keep working on themselves. She looked very tan. She looked so different. Anybody else think that? Just me. All right. Next up is Dave and Lauren. Anybody else think Dave just looked so pitiful? I feel like he's really regretting it. Now, I could just be, I don't know, misled by all of it. But he looks remorseful. He looked sad even when like everything happened. He admitted that it was his ego. And so now we see that he found out the truth about this man that was claiming to be Lauren's boyfriend. And he's kind of feeling dumb. He's like, I got clarity on it. And he feels so bad. I honestly think he feels bad. I feel like he believes Lauren is the one that got away. And she flat out was like, listen, I was way more mature than you. I wanted you to stand by my side and support me. And you didn't, against this man that really just wanted to be on a Netflix show. And I don't know. He seemed very heartbroken by all of it. I think he wanted to get out of that space, but he just couldn't. And this is me being nice, because I really don't even like Dave. But yeah, I just think there were so many things that he did wrong. All she wanted was his support. And now he's seeing, she was right the entire time. And he kind of feeling bad. He was going to have to sit in that. I'm so sorry, Dave. Am I? I'm sorry. I am. All right. Now let's just get into all of this. Meg, Mason, Madison, Alex, whatever. Meg and Mason tried dating outside of the pods. They did their little reveal thing. They find out, okay, we're just better as friends. Okay, cool. So then Madison is pointing out that, well, Alex is a fake friend. Alex was talking about Mason behind his back, talking about Meg behind her back. Baby girl starts pulling out screenshots of text messages from her armpit. I mean, I guess it showed that Alex was kikiing with you, but then he actually turned out to be friends with them. But I just felt like, just give it up, Madison. I'm tired of Madison. I'm tired. She felt like Mason was at fault for what he did. And I think he can recognize, like, I shouldn't have said that. There was this whole thing with, like, who's manipulating who. right? I very much feel that Madison, when she came into the pods to talk to Mason, she was trying to push him away. I feel that is the honest truth. I think because he was so afraid of letting his connections go and not knowing what he wanted to do, that's why he locked in and said, "You my number one. I'm all in. I'm committed to you." But sis got some ways about her, y'all. I don't know what it is. She definitely can give manipulation too. I don't know. Anyway, they go back and forth about that. Meg is like, I don't understand why everybody's going back and forth. I'm the one that got screwed over here in the end. And I don't know. It's just too much. I don't know how much I like Madison anymore. I feel like during the pods, maybe I liked her. But I'm over her. I'm happy I don't have to see her anymore. Overall, I felt like the reunion was just okay. They tried to switch it up. They did the most unforgettable moments, which were like, oh, who got to vote? Because I wish I could have voted. Because what happened to Diamond and the dude I can't remember his name, throwing the ring in the pool and him talking about her lace front? Because that definitely is one of the most memorable moments of Love is Blind for me. But they do that throughout the show. They don't do as much of like checking in with other cast members like from past seasons, and I kind of like that. They did a little bit of it. We got to see AD and Ollie, and that made me so happy. I love AD, and I'm so happy that she found somebody. Loved Ollie too. I think that's the only season of UK I've watched, and they look beautiful together. The rest of it was, Nick making stupid jokes and stupid puns and them throwing socks in the sock bin and having a jam session. And why did they have a musical selection at the end of this? That was unnecessary. Love is Blind season 8 is over, y'all. So, I don't know. If y'all got tea to share, put it in the comments. Let me know about it. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you get notifications. If y'all found out some more tea about them, stuff that's happened, people that switched up and got with so-and-so, let me know. I want to see, okay? See y'all later.